Well, it is a beautiful day today. I think it's about 45 degrees and sunny, so melting a little bit of snow, which I am all for. But we are not done with winter yet. Looking at the forecast, looks like we got winter temperatures coming next week with some overnight lows in the teens. So that means I'm going to have to break into my reserves, my firewood reserve pile. So I'm going to get some of that cut up right away here. And then since it's so nice out, I'm going to take Skeeter for a hike down our favorite trail. And then I got something pretty fun planned for later this afternoon, so stay tuned. So this is all I got left for firewood here. These are all 8-foot chunks or so. I have an endless supply of firewood I can go grab back there that's all standing dead, but this is all I have for stuff that's on site. And here's where the woodshed used to be. But yeah, I got quite the mess going right here. And I kind of had to systematically tear it down so it didn't collapse on myself, but I kind of got to do two separate piles. You know, I can't burn the shingles, so I got those in a separate pile over here. And then any wood that I can burn, I have in a pile over here. So we'll just torch that and haul the shingles to the dump and anything else that we can't burn. You know, there's some electrical boxes and things like that that'll have to haul away too. But that shed was just beyond savable. Kind of broke my heart a little bit tearing it down, but I saved what I can, or what I could off of it, and now we're going to have another open area that gets good sun, so we'll see. I'm not sure what we're going to do here, but I think it was a good call just getting rid of it, because, like I said, it was just beyond repair. And then I have one of those magnets, too, that I'll have to, you know, go over this area several times with, get all the little nails and whatever else is hanging around. That way Skeeter boy doesn't get his little paws hurt. Right, Skeeter? Sierra and I have been talking how we're so excited to get to the point where we can sleep with our windows open, you know, get that little breeze coming through the cabin. It's the best. You know, you can hear the hoot owls at night, you know, wolves howling once in a while. We're really looking forward to that. Last night I was outside at, I don't know, like 10 p.m. I went to shut off the generator, and yeah, there's a hoot owl hooting, and yeah, just really pretty. I can't wait till we can actually have the windows open and listen, you know, fall asleep to the sounds of nature. So a lot of people have been asking about this saw when they see me use it and why I don't have the cover on it. No reason other than that there's a little plastic screw that holds it on, and that just broke one day. But the saw is old. It was my grandpa's, and this thing has been used and abused. I mean, it's built a few log cabins now. It's put up a lot of firewood. It's been dropped, it's been rained on, it's been pretty beat up, and but it still runs great. But the thing is to get parts for it, you can't find any of these on hand anywhere anymore. So it's stuff that you have to order. This gas cap was cracked really bad, and this other one was starting to wear out for the bar oil. So I did order 2 new caps from Amazon. Those came, luckily they were the right ones. I hate ordering stuff, you know, when you can't actually see it and hold it. I always get, you know, a little nervous about ordering stuff, but luckily they were the right ones. But now I'm going to order a cover for this, and then this throttle assembly here. You can see this thing just hangs like this. So I always have to kind of manually line it up and kind of align it to get it to work, which is a little bit annoying, but it still works. It's just something that I'm going to have to replace. See, so I always got to kind of line that up, but it doesn't stay in place. As soon as I start cutting, you know, it just comes undone, but it's not that big of a deal. It's only a pain when you're trying to start it. Well, the rest of this stuff's pretty much frozen together. So I think I'll just let Mother Nature thaw that out a little bit today. Cut into the rest later on this week. Well, Skeeter and I are going on our walk. This is some national forest land that actually joins our land. I have Skeeter's shock collar on him. I never shock him ever. He comes on just the beep really good, but lately he's been running deer, I mean, to the next county. Like, he'll run them for miles, so, and that's not even an exaggeration. Well, like, he will run them off for miles, so we're trying to get him a little more disciplined where he sticks around. Like, you can tell he's sniffing. He's on a deer trail right now, so normally when I see, you can tell when he's about ready to run, and I just give him a beep and he stops and comes right back, which is good. Here he comes. Skeeter. No. No deer. So while I've been hiking around the past couple weeks, I've been looking for chaga. And I think I found some. If you don't know what chaga is, it grows on birch trees. It's pretty rare. Can't remember what it is. It's like one in every several hundred birch trees have it, I think. That's chaga right there. So here's a closer look at what it looks like. It's kind of black, but you know it's chaga when you cut into it, and it's got kind of this orange color on the inside. Does not look good at all, and it's about as hard as a rock. So you got to kind of grind this or chop it up with a knife into really fine chunks, and then yeah, some people just put a little chunk in their coffee, but we'll kind of grind it up, not into a powder, but kind of like when you grind coffee, something similar to that, and then just make teas out of it. Really, really good for you. Well, what a score! I'm happy I found that. Sierra will be happy too. We've both been kind of on the hunt for it. We found a couple trees that have it, but they were pretty high up. You'd pretty much need a ladder to get it. Normally it's lower than that, but that one was good and accessible and right by the cabin, so perfect. See those deer tracks? These are definitely the deer that come into our yard that we feed, because they always come from this direction. I'm sure they bed down somewhere, probably down here. There's a little swamp up here. I bet that's where they're at. Hopefully Skeeter doesn't run them off. Holy cow, look it! It's the earth, Skeeter. Wow. That's what it looks like underneath all this white stuff. I almost forgot. Well, I think Skeeter and I are going to head back to the cabin. But, whoa, that was deep snow. But stay tuned, we got something fun planned tonight. So if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know how much we love EcoFlow products. In fact, we love them so much so that our entire off-grid cabin here runs off of EcoFlow products alone. So today, we're going to be looking at the EcoFlow Delta Max. So it's a little bit bigger than the EcoFlow Delta Mini. And we're going to do something pretty fun with this one. Rather than just grabbing a bunch of stuff and plugging it in and showing how long it will run certain appliances, we're going to pretend that a storm just blew through, knocked all power out, and we are going to see how long the Delta Max will run our entire off-grid cabin on its own. So we are going to turn on all the lights in the cabin. We'll turn on the TV. This will be running our fridge, everything. It's going to run the entire cabin. But before we do that, let's go through some of the features. I'll show you what all this has on it, how you can charge it, etc., and show you everything that you need to know about the EcoFlow Delta Max. So on the front of the unit, you have two USB-A ports and then two fast charging USB-A ports. And then you also have two USB-C ports as well. This little button right here is to pair it through your phone, through the app, the EcoFlow app. Whether you have a phone, a tablet, whatever, You can see your display screen right from your phone. You can turn the unit off. You can see your battery life. You can see how fast it's charging. If you're using solar panels, it'll tell you how much solar input you're bringing in. So the app is really nice. I use it all the time. So on the side, you have 2 access doors right here, and these are your extra battery ports. So you can actually connect more of these together to give you that much more power. So this is the back of the unit. You have an access door right here. This is all your charging options. You have 3 different ways you can charge this. You can charge it from solar panels, which plug in right here. You can charge it from your car, like through your cigarette lighter in your car, or you can just charge this through a standard 120 volt outlet in your house. And then you have 6 120 volt 20 amp outlets. And then below those outlets, you have a 12 volt DC receptacle right here. This is like your cigarette lighter in your car. And then you also have 2 ports for DC appliances next to that. So this unit allows you to use both AC and DC appliances on it. So when you purchase the Delta Max, you get this box included with it. And this has all 3 of your different charging cables that you need for it. So to charge it from your car, through solar panels, or through your just a standard 120 volt outlet in your house, or a generator. Then they also give you this cord right here, which allows you to run some DC appliances. Then you also get the owner's manual, which is really nice and easy to follow, and then some information on how to connect solar panels to it. So with that, we will go outside and we will see how fast this charges using the solar panels. Then I'll start my generator, get that going, and we can see how fast this will charge from a standard 120 volt outlet. And then we will do our power outage scenario and see how long the Delta Max will run this entire off-grid cabin. So let's find out how well this charges using solar panels. These solar panels right here are from EcoFlow as well. We have 400 watts total of solar panels. What I love about these is you can fold these right up into this carrying case, which is nice because you don't have to permanently install these. You know, if you're not using them, you can just stow them away in this case. Makes it really nice. Right now I just have these propped up on a wagon just for demonstration purposes, but I have these wires going into my mechanical room inside the cabin, so let's go in there and see what's going on. So this is that cord coming from the solar panels outside, and you can see it just plugs in right there in the back of the unit. Very easy. So you can see that we are charging from the panels right there. We're bringing in about 127 watts from the solar panels. And it is April in northern Minnesota, so not the greatest month for solar power. But if this was June or July, we'd probably be bringing in, you know, at least 300 watts, probably more. But you can see that with only bringing in 128 watts of the 400 that we have available, it would still only take 11 hours to charge this from 30% all the way up to 100% just from using the solar panels as a charging source. And I have my generator going right outside here. From that generator, I have this cord, which I have plugged into the cord that came with the unit. And this is to charge it off of just your standard 120 volt outlet that you have in your house, but we do not have that, so we have to do it with the generator. So that plugs in right here in the back. And on the display screen, it's showing that it's only going to take 1 hour to get it from 31% up to 100%. So we'll come back in an hour and see where we're at. So the way this cabin is wired, it has 4 circuits. One for the bedroom and living room, one for the bathroom, one for the kitchen, and one for the fridge. These 4 circuits run the entire cabin. So I'm going to take these 4 circuits, I'm going to plug them into the back of the 120 volt outlets on the back of the Delta Max here, and let's find out how long the Delta Max will run this entire cabin. Okay, so all 4 circuits are live. Let's go around to the display screen because that will tell us everything that we need to know. Right now our output is 85 watts. That's the fridge that turned on. And what this is showing is right now the unit is 100% charged. It would run the entire cabin for 21 hours, but that is because the fridge just kicked on. Your fridge doesn't run, 24/7. Once it gets down to the temperature that it needs to be at, it'll turn off. Okay, so the fridge just got to the desired temperature, so it kicked off for now. It will kick back on when it needs to, but let's go turn on a bunch of lights. We'll plug in some kitchen appliances. We will turn on the TV and see how long the Delta Max would run the cabin at fully charged. We'll go to our bedroom, turn this light on, over to the bathroom, flip that light on, into the living room, flip on this lamp, and just to show you that the fridge is on, we'll open the door. You can see the light is on. So the fridge is being powered right now. I'll turn on our kitchen light. So that is on. So you can see on our oven that the display screen is blinking because I just turned it on. But the entire cabin right now is being run off of the EcoFlow Delta Max. All the lights are on, TV's on, fridge is running. Here, I'll even turn the outside light on for fun. There's that. Let's go look at the display screen and see what's going on. So looking at the display screen, look at that. We're still at 100% battery life. Our output, with all the lights on, the fridge running, everything. Outside light, it is about 115 watts of output. And right now, it would run the cabin continuously for 14 hours, it's telling us. And again, that's without putting any power back into the unit. If you had solar panels, you could be charging it off the sun as well. And you can charge the unit while you're using it as well. I've gotten that question previously on other EcoFlow videos I've done. And yeah, you can absolutely be charging this off of a generator, a standard outlet, solar panels, your car, while still using it. So yes, you can still use the unit as it's charging. So there you go, folks. If you were wondering if the Delta Max would run an entire off-grid cabin, you just saw it firsthand. Or if you're just looking for a backup power source, in a grid down situation, storm goes through, whatever, and you lose power, the Delta Max will keep you going for a long time. It'll allow you to keep your fridge going, chest freezer, allow you to run some lights, watch TV if you get bored enough. Me personally, if it were a true, power outage situation, I would be a lot more frugal with the lights. But this was just for demonstration purposes, just to show you that you definitely can run an entire cabin or a house off of the Delta Max for quite some time. If you have the solar panels to go with it, then you're putting power back into it rather than just, taking power out. You can be using the unit while it's charging, which is really nice. You can also charge it off your car, or if you do have a gas generator or something, you can charge it off of that. Charges in 2 hours from 0 to 100%. Then you don't have to have a gas generator running 24/7. You have good, clean, quiet power. So I'm a big fan of it. Right now, EcoFlow is doing an Earth Day campaign, so it's a good time to buy it. From April 18th to April 25th, if you purchase one, not only are you getting a good price, but they will also plant a tree in your name for Earth Day. So it's kind of a fun little campaign that they are doing. So right now, while the Earth Day campaign is going on, it is a perfect time to purchase a unit. To buy one, click the link in the description below this video. That link will take you to the EcoFlow website, and you can purchase a unit, and you will be the proud owner of an EcoFlow Delta Max. And they will plant a tree in your name. Well, this morning's mission is to put a new window on my car. So here's what I got. Got some of this Plasco light. This is the same stuff I used for that window in my door on the log cabin workshop. Works pretty good, actually. There's like a film that you take off and then it'll be more clear. So it looks a little hazy right now, but 44 bucks. And then I got some fasteners because I'm gonna bolt this on so it can't come off. But I wanna be able to remove it still because I run lumber through here sometimes. So I'm just gonna use some bolts. So what I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna peel off this weather seal so I can get at this lip, and I'll drill holes through here, then through this Plasco light. You can drill through this, but you gotta be really careful, otherwise it'll spider web and crack. But I've tried it out on a couple scrap pieces I had, and yeah, as long as you go really slow and gentle, you can drill through it. So I'll bolt that on in a couple spots, and that'll be that. This will not be watertight, because like I said, I'm gonna have to remove this. That's the only way it'll work. So I'm not really too worried about it if a little bit of rain gets, in here once in a while towards the back. I'll have to take this thing off too. This isn't gonna do any good now. This is how you open just the glass part. I mean, you can still open the back hatch, but I'll just, I think this is metal. I'll have to get the grinding wheel and just cut this whole handle off. It's worthless at this point. We'll use the EcoFlow Delta Mini to power the grinding wheel since it's corded. See, I use these products. It's actually really handy to have. Then you don't have to bring the gas generator over and start it and mess with any of that. You just got quiet, portable power. Well, I just had my little helper there hold the plexiglass while I traced out the shape from the inside. So, I don't know if you can pick that up or not, but I traced out the exact shape, so I'll cut on the outside of this line about a 1/2 inch or so. That way I have something I can drill into and get a little meat to bolt it on. And the best way to cut this stuff that I have found is with the grinding wheel as well, like a metal blade. I know they make like tools, you can, like a plastic cutting tool that is what you actually should use, but a grinding wheel cuts it pretty sweet. Alright, so I got roughly the shape cut out. I didn't do the top yet, because I might want to leave a little extra up top, because I want to see if something works real quick, but that's about the shape of it. So what I was trying to do is I was going to tuck this in underneath this lip. That way, you know, when rain hits it, it would shed down, and then put the bottom on the outside, so then, you know, water would shed off. But I'm already starting to crack the glass here, and no matter what, I mean, a little bit of, you know, moisture is going to get in there anyways, but there's already kind of a lip here, so if a raindrop hits this kind of kicks out like that, so rain should kick out and come down anyways, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Well, there it is, cut to shape. Now I'm going to drill through the glass, through the metal, and bolt it on. And I'll probably just do 2 up top and then 2 on the bottom. Might do 1 on the side, on each side, but I'll start with the 2 on the top and the 2 on the bottom and see how that goes. Nice, huh? Mm-hmm. So that was definitely a success. You gotta go really, really slow when you're drilling through that stuff, otherwise it'll spider web. So now I just gotta drill through my lip, and I'll get these 2 bolted on, and then I think that's gonna be enough. 2 on the bottom. We'll see, I might wanna put them on the sides, I don't know yet. Okay, so did the first one slow because I wasn't sure, you know. I didn't want to burn out my bit.
It looked like you were gonna bend your bit.
Yeah, I know. I was putting some pressure on it. Well, should we put her up?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I think there's 2 on the sides.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Is all I'll do.
Mm-hmm. Oh. It's like nice.
You'll know it's me when I come through your town. there we go. That's the new piece of glass. I don't think it looks that bad. Doesn't look anywhere near as redneck as I thought it was going to. You can, if you look, I mean, I don't think anybody's even going to notice, honestly, but you know, you can tell the weather stripping's missing, but all things considered, it was about 45 bucks to do this. I'm sure an auto glass place would have charged, who knows, because this back piece had a windshield wiper on it. It had, yeah, it could open, so it latched, so I'm sure it would have been an expensive piece of glass, so this worked out pretty good. And then if I want to remove this and run lumber through it, I can just unbolt it, so success.